What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is TommyHands56, and welcome to another Zombies video. And today, it's finally here. I mean, it's finally here. My ranking of the worst and the best Call of Duty Black Ops 3 zombie maps. And I'm happy to bring my list out today because my list is actually it's actually a bit unique compared to everyone else's. I have some curveballs in there. I have some very predictable ones in there. I'm really excited about this. So leave a like on the video if you do agree to an extent, and leave a dislike on the video if you disagree with me completely and think I'm absolutely insane. But remember, guys, this is only based off of my opinion. So you guys should feel free to leave your opinions down in the comments, and I'm really interested to see, because everyone has diverse opinions. So I'm excited, guys, and I hope you guys are too. Let's not get longer, guys. Let's get into it. My ranking of the worst to the best Call of Duty Black Ops 3 zombie maps. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in at my number 6 spot, which is technically my least favorite map in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies. Please, please, please don't hate me. I'm putting on the Giant, and I know what everyone's about to say. Der Riese is like the greatest zombie map of all time. How could you do this? It's such a classic. And don't get me wrong, guys. I absolutely love Der Riese to pieces. I don't really like the Giant, though. And I understand, like, it's kind of like a weird way to say that. Like, how do you like one map and don't like the other? Hear me out. Der Riese was just a fan favorite because it wasn't too overwhelmingly difficult, but you still had to like be on your toes, and getting to a high round on that map was very easy. But you still had to work for it. It was like a nice little balance of it. Going into something like Black Ops 3 Zombies, where Zombies has evolved so much, looking back on it, you have maps like Shadows of Evil, Der Eisendrache, Gorak Krovi, all the Black Ops 3 zombie maps. What do you really have with the Giant? Because it has the inclusion of Gobblegums, and it suffers the worst with Gobblegums because all you really have to do is open up like one or two doors and get Gobblegums, and then you can do like an RK5 or something like that, and now you can play the map at all. And yes, you can do that on any map in that starting room, but you also have that option on every other map to go do something where it's like, oh, I can go build the bow, I can go get the Apothicon Servant, I can go get the KT4, whatever map you're planning on. The Giant, it's like, I'm gonna hit the box, get a Wunderwaffe, which even still in the Giant, because I'm doing this post Chronicles, obviously, it's still buggy. I don't know why. Like, I'll get the Wunderwaffe on Verrückt or Shi No Numa and feel like I'm actually doing something with it. On the Giant, I don't feel that. I don't understand why. It's a bit of a weird bug. I'm not sure if it's a bug or not, but I don't know. The Wunderwaffe feels kind of nerfed. No reason to get the ray gun because the flood damage isn't that bad, but it's just there's so many much better guns. All you need to do in the Giant is get a Dingo and a Draken, and you can camp up in the catwalk till round 40 and get there in like less than an hour. There's really no motivation to play it besides if you're grinding for Divinium. That's not the only good thing for it. But now with the Chronicles maps, you can do that on other maps. Like now I can go in Kino and do that. It does the same purpose. So I do love it, guys. I love Der Riese. It's one of my favorite maps of all time, but had to be last place for me. Because my biggest thing is based off of innovation and how fun it is. And obviously it's a remake of an old map. It's not innovative. And it's a bit boring to me. So much I love Der Riese, guys, it has to come in number 6, and I'm going to give it a ranking of a 6 out of 10. No bad maps. It's just a decent average map. I could go back to it once in a while, but I had to put it there, guys. Please forgive me. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in at my number 5 spot for my ranking of the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 zombie maps, we have Zetsubou no Shima. Now, everyone was calling this is going to be low on the list, and I will concede to that. But Zetsubou no Shima is not a bad map by any standards. I really, really enjoy this map. Now, do I think it's one of the weaker ones on Black Ops 3? Absolutely, yes. But it is not, to me, labeled as like one of the worst maps of all time. Like, it's nowhere near a Transit or a Die Rise standard in my eyes. Spoiler for a new video. But I do have some things wrong with this map, and I will get into that right now. But there also are a lot of positives. Going to the negatives first, my biggest negative is the Thrashers. The fact of how frequent they can spawn and that you get no points or powers for it, that is stupid. And I 100% agree with that. That is a bad gameplay element. And the spiders are really frustrating. They really are, but it's kind of the same thing as a dog. But they are a little bit more of a pain to deal with than dogs, so that's not fun. But there's a lot of positive. I actually like the KT4. I know it's kind of a Sliquifier ripoff, but I actually prefer the KT4 to the Sliquifier. I know it's a lot better, but I feel like it actually does something quicker. Like sometimes the Sliquifier, like to me at least, I might be bad with it, but it seems like they just like run on through without any real problems. And plus, I really don't like Die Rise of the map anyway. But like something like Ditsubo is you work for it, you do the Easter egg if you want to. The only big thing I don't like about it is that you have to use anywhere but here. I'm not sure if there's a plant or something that can fix that. If that is the case, that was a bad gameplay element. But as far as you do the Easter egg and you get the Drake and the Dingo, and even the KT4, and you're going to a very high round. That elevator spot is not even one of the best camping spot in all of Call of Duty Zombies. You are practically untouchable in that spot. Like, who couldn't ask for that? I don't understand that much of hate for it. I understand it's not the greatest map of all time, and I'll never say it is. But it did a lot of innovative things right. I love the KT4. I love the Skull on Sopway, one of my favorite specialist weapons. And a great Easter egg. I love the cutscene with Takeo, one of my favorite cutscenes in the entire thing. You get the ultimate betrayal with the Emperor, pretty much luring Takeo into his own demise. And I love it, guys. And plus, I love Mob of the Dead Easter egg. After the cutscene, yes, please. Yes, please, indeed. I love it. And I would give it definitely a 7 out of 10. It's a great map. I love the feel of it. I love how there's so much to do. They did do some things wrong, though. I can happily concede to that. But it comes in at number 5, guys. Now, coming in at my number 4 spot, we have Revelations. And I actually kind of have a bone to pick with this map because I really do want to like it, and I like the fact that it has the Apothicon Servant you can upgrade, and there's a few things in there that I enjoy, but I was very tempted to put Ditsubo above this map. That's how much like this map irritates me. And the biggest reason it irritates me is potential. And I understand what they're going with it is like it's kind of like I don't want to say like a nostalgia trip because I know Treyarch worked really hard on all their maps, so I don't want to give it too much hate. But if you're gonna go in that direction, you had so many better opportunities to do so many better things, and that is a future video. Actually, I'm going to talk about how they can make Revelations better, so look out for that in the future. But talking about how it came, it did so many things wrong. There's 2 innovative things. The starting room and the Pack-a-Punch room. Which is not very much to talk about. And yes, you have like the Peacekeeper and the Rift and stuff like that. But you're still going to get an Apothicon Servant, which was in the Shadows of Evil. You're still going to get a Thunder Gun, which was in Black Ops 1. Or you're going to get like a Dingo or something like that, which has been in every Black Ops 3 zombie map. There's no reason, there's nothing innovative about it. I'm going to want to be like, oh, I want to do something innovative in a map today. Revelations is the last map I think of. Maybe before the Giant. It's like, well, I'm definitely not playing Revelations because there's nothing to do on it that I can't do on any other map. That's my biggest problem with it. I love the map. Like, I don't want to say I love the map, but I enjoy it when I play it because it's a very easy high round map. And I enjoy visiting Mob of the Dead in Black Ops 3 and stuff like that. But now they also made some of the maps null and void. It's like, oh hey, I kind of want to try the Kino stage in Black Ops 3. Now I can go to Kino Remastered. There's really no reason to go to Revelations unless you want to upgrade the Apothicon Servant. and the Easter egg left a lot to be desired. I'm not on the complete bandwagon hate, not like how it used to be with Origins originally, but I think it just left a bit of emptiness. It's because like you were expecting so much more, and obviously they continue the story in the next Treyarch game, so that could change my opinion for the Easter egg, but it definitely did affect it a bit. I don't want to be on like the absolute Revelations hate bandwagon, but I just can't. I can't award missed potential, and that's why I have to come in at my number 4, and I give it a 7.5 out of 10 because I have to concede it does play better than Zetsubo, but honestly, I would have no problem putting Zetsubo over this. This is kind of where the one that hits me, but I did put it here. Revelations is number 4. Now, coming in at my number 3 spot, and I have to apologize, and I should warn you, this is probably going to be a trigger warning. I'm putting in Der Eisendrache. And I know people are about to lose their mind, because this is a lot of people's favorite zombie map of all time. And I apologize, but I just don't see it. Now, I'll go through the things I like first. I absolutely love the Easter egg. Everything about it. I love the boss fight. I love the cutscene. I love blowing up the moon. It did so many things right, and I enjoy it so much. And I enjoy probably 2 out of the 5 available bows. That's about it. I know that that's a personal opinion thing. And now I'm going into what I don't like about it. Because I have a big thing about Revelation as far as innovation, and that's where the biggest problem for me is. It doesn't do much better on Der Eisendrache, and that's why I don't like it. Because people didn't receive Shadows of Evil very well, so they kind of wanted to give people the map they kind of wanted. Like, here's your big, everyone gets a wonder weapon, everyone gets to do whatever they want, and pretty much feel overpowered, and this was kind of that map, just kind of put everyone on the back burner before they went and did other things like Zetsubo and everything. And that's my biggest problem, because some people don't think the bows are a ripoff of the staves. I personally do, and only, like I said, 2 out of 5 are really good. My 2 favorite are the lightning and the fire. I think they've messed with the wolf bow too much, that I don't even like it anymore. And the void bow, I do enjoy it. I think I actually like it better than the wolf, but you know, if you're going for a high round, even with the fire bow, I enjoy it. You're taking a lightning bow, and it also is patched way too much to where it used to be like an infinite damage weapon, and now it's like sometimes it can't get past around 40, and then it's constantly patched. How much ammo you take out of a charge shot to a regular shot is very inconsistent, and it takes away from the map a little bit for me. I do love it. It does feel a bit small, and it feels like a combination of Origins and Mile of the Dead, which I love those maps more than any other map, honestly. But, like I said, I'm looking for innovation, and that's the biggest reason for me. I do enjoy it, and I'll easily give it probably 8.5 out of 10. I love it, but I don't see the biggest hype around it. And I know objectively I probably should have put it at like number 2 or number 1, but I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. Der Eisendrache, I love you, man, but to me, you're not as good as everyone says you are. And you come in at number 3. Alright, guys, coming in at my number 2 spot, I am once again going to spike some controversy in this video. I have Gorod Krovi. Now, initially, I did not like this map that much. I found it really difficult. I appreciated the Black Ops 1 feel and a Black Ops 3 map, but I found it too difficult, and I'm trying to really like it. I got a lot more used to the map, and I can come back and appreciate it, and this map is fantastic. Easily one of my favorite zombie maps of all time. Now, I'm going to first discuss the 2 things I don't really like about it. It's only 2 big things. The Rager Mark III not being infinite damage is not a insanely big deal to me. I still extremely enjoy it, but you know, it's if you're trying to go for like a high round, you kind of have to go back to the Arcade 5 Deadwire deal or any gun with Deadwire and not use the Wonder Weapon. That kind of sucks, but it's a minor complaint. And my other big complaint is, again, not really big. It might be because I'm just bad, and again, it is my opinion, the over-reliance on Mega Gobblegums. It's like the only map where that really shines, where it's like, there's not really a lot of classics that can help you out. Obviously, from the GWC and doing the Easter egg, I'm clearly proven wrong on that. It's just in my own personal opinion that there really isn't a map that has that big of an issue with it than Gorak Krovi. But those are two minor complaints. Now, what I do love about this map, I love the layout of the map. I love the, like, what's the word for it? Like the immersion I get from this map. I love, like, I just love, like, the feel. And that's, like, the biggest thing. Like, if you were in Stalingrad, Russia, what a setting. I love the dragons that aren't invasive at all. Yes, they sometimes steal your training spot, but then you have the shield counter for that. The best shield in all of zombies, the Guard of Fafnir, which is going to be turned to upgrade it into the, I believe, the Tiamat's Maw. Awesome, awesome. And the specialist weapon, the Gauntlet of Siegfried, probably my personal favorite just because it's so versatile as far as a specialist weapon. You can either have the little dragon on you and just spewing up fire like a little flamethrower, or you have the Iron Fist, which is just pretty much a cannon of you just beating the living hell out of a zombie, launching them 30 feet. It is awesome, man. I just love the feel of this map. The Easter egg is fantastic because it flows very, very well, which not a lot of maps do that. So I love it for that reason. And the cutscene was fantastic. My favorite boss fight. And there's also a bunch of little tricks to make it that much easier that not all the other maps have. So I appreciate it for that. It's just a fun map, man. Anyone who hasn't really tried it out of, well, I don't want to say besides the number one because you guys know what that is now, but if there's like a few maps you haven't tried in Black Ops 3, you haven't given Black Ops 3 a try, please get in there, and out of all the DLC I would tell you to download Gorak Krovi. Duration Drak is definitely great. Revelations and Zetsubo, I enjoy them, but Revelations has its problems, and Zetsubo, I already got into it with that as well. I said, if you only have enough money to buy the game in one DLC, get DLC 3. Gorak Krovi is fantastic. I love it. I will give it a 9 out of 10. So close to perfect, but it has those little flaws. And it comes in at number 2, guys. Alright, guys, coming in at my number 1 spot and my favorite zombie map of all of Black Ops 3 zombies, due to process elimination, you guys know this might be quite controversial. It is Shadows of Evil. This map is fantastic. I love this map to pieces. And a lot of people would disagree with me here, and this is where I'm probably going to get a lot of dislikes and a lot of comments saying I'm absolutely insane. But it has to be Shadows for me, and there's a lot of reasons why. And the one big reason is the Apothicon Servant. First of all, the greatest wonder weapon of all time. Everyone's saying, well, you can get it on Revelations, what makes that much better? A weapon of that caliber should never, ever be in the box. That I can get lucky at the box and go to the box like round 2 and I get an Apothicon Servant. That kills the game. It's like, well, I'm not going to die until like the 30s at least, if not later. So there goes any motivation to play the map. That one, it gradually takes time, and it's like, well, that's bad RNG. It makes you play and experience the map. It's like, I gotta work for this, and, I wouldn't say struggle, but it's like, I gotta be on my toes, and then I get this weapon, and then it's like, I'm good to go now. I work for this, I earned it. No other weapon does that in Black Ops 3. The KT-4, I can get that by like round 5, 6. The Lightning Bow, I can get that by around 4 or 5. Mark 3, get lucky, get that around 2 or 1 if I get shopping free. No other weapon, it's like you have to earn it. That's the only weapon, besides the stabs and all the zombies, you really have to work for and earn. And I love it for that reason. I love the layout of the map. I never had a map besides Maw of the Dead, which these two are quite similar, I'll give it that, and I might have a bit of a bias over it, but there's never a map that gets you into it like Shadows of Evil and Maw of the Dead. Those are the only two I can think of where you're just like, holy crap, I'm in a city. It looks beautiful. All the towers and the buildings just zooming down on you, and you're just in this little section, and the rain looks fantastic, and it's just so detailed, and it's so beautiful, and it's very different, and it is like the personification of innovation. in Black Ops 3 Zombies. There's nothing like it. And going through it, why each map is better. People aren't going to really argue that's about has some gameplay problems, a lot of doors, and weapons can be desired on that map. Revelations, if you really think about it on Revelations, Treyarch practically copied the Revelations layout with Shadows of Evil. 3 break-off sections, 3 main sections of a map that you have to get done in some sort of ritual. Shadows of Evil does that, and it did it first. To 1 main central area, knocked to the Rift, to open up to a new Pack-a-Punch area. Shadows did it first. It's almost like the exact same layout, it's just that people are more familiar with it. I don't think anyone would put Revelations over Shadows of Evil, but there is that argument. Der Eisendrache, again, it didn't have that big innovation. Wasn't the biggest fan of the bows. You really don't have any motivation to get any of the 3, honestly, besides the Stormbow, and that's inconsistent. And I don't know. I just don't have that. I don't have that vibe with any other map. And Gorod Krovi, I love Gorod Krovi as well, but yeah, the Ragnarok 3 does leave a little bit to be desired. And I like the old school fashion, but I'm always wanting zombies to evolve. And nothing evolved like Shadows of Evil has. Anyone who has denied it, saying it's too complicated or anything like that, look up a guide, it'll show you what to do on it. Please play it. And if you guys give it a try, you think you could really appreciate how fantastic this map is. And it's my favorite zombie map of all Black Ops 3 Zombies. If it wasn't for a particular game, it'd probably be my favorite zombie map of all time, honestly. I implore anyone who hasn't tried it to please give it a try. Shadows of Evil, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10 because the only things I don't like about it is that the Easter egg, you can only fully complete it on a 4-player and you don't get a reward for it. But you can get the cutscene, but you don't get any free perks or permanent perks, nothing like that. That kind of sucks. And the biggest sin of this map is that it was the map on launch. If they went with that consistent style and did like a Der Eisendrache to open it with, and then they did That's Bow DLC 1, people were like, it's not bad, but I could want more. And they did it like something like Shadows of Evil on DLC 2. I think people would have a completely different opinion on it. Because I was that same way. When you had only Shadows and the Giant for like 3 months, it can get a little bit rough. And I will fully admit that. But coming back on it now, where it's like you have so much variety, especially at Chronicles, to me, it's no doubt that Shadows of Evil is fantastic and easily deserving of the #1 spot of my favorite zombie map in all of Black Ops 3 Zombies. Alright guys, that is my list for my favorite zombie maps in all of Black Ops 3 Zombies. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you agree with my list, and leave a dislike if you disagree. And then leave a comment what your list would be. So I'm quite curious to know if I'm like the only person that puts Shadows first. Because I'm sure there are other people out there that love Shadows and aren't like absolute Der Eisendrache lovers. I'm not calling you guys out. I do love the map, but it's just not my favorite. And definitely, then the next list I'm going to do is probably going to be Chronicles. And then I'm going to throw out that unique video that I haven't seen anyone else do of how to make maps better. And the first one I'm going to do is Revelations. Now that's going to take some time. And a full disclosure is I am studying for a GRE for a college I'm trying to get into. I'm not going to obviously not say what college it is, so if there will be no videos or streams for like the next week or so after this is out, that is why. I'm going to be studying hardcore for that, so I figured I'd put something out there, then keep you guys talking for a little bit, and then when I come back, might do a couple streams or might get the video out first. Who really knows at this point, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out, guys.